We've got a lot to talk about today. As a matter
Let's
of
do it.
fact, even a 2018 Supreme Court ruling that's going to change your life if you've ever been involved in a car accident. So what we're talking about today, look, everyone has car insurance, but I'm going to talk to you about the most important part, right? You have collision, you have all that stuff. There's this thing called UMUIM, uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage. And I'm going to go over a real life case to show you why it's important. Then I'm going to talk about this 2018 court case. It's game changing.
All right, let's hear about it. So we talk about a little bit about car insurance, the different parts of coverage that you have.
Yeah. And so there's medical coverage and so forth. First of all, you need to know here in Colorado, stats are 1 out of 6 people driving has no insurance at all. Okay. After that, if you're injured, you have health insurance. I want you to use that. But now let's talk about this uninsured, underinsured. So after the 1 in 6 having no insurance, state minimums are $25,000. So if you go to the emergency room, look, you go to the emergency room for a tissue and they charge you 10 grand, right?
That's right.
So uninsured, underinsured covers you not only if you're in the car, let's say you're walking through a crosswalk, you're getting into a taxi cab in Boise, Idaho. It covers for that. It is so cool, everything that it covers.
All right, I had no idea how much it covers. That's a lot.
So let's talk about this case that I had. My client had $260,000 in medical bills. The other person that ran into her had 4 times the coverage that's required, $100,000. $260,000 in medical bills, $100,000. It sounds like she's not going to make money on this, but she is, because first of all, there's stacking of insurance, and let's talk about that. So first of all, you look at the owner of the car, and usually the owner of the car and the driver of the car, they're the same people. But if the owner of the car loans his car to someone else, that comes first, the owner of the car, then the driver. And I know the driver's not in their car, but their insurance follows them. Next, you have uninsured, underinsured. All of these you get to stack on top of each other. So let's say here's 25, here's 25, here's 100. Now, on the uninsured, underinsured, it's not just what's on your car. Let's say you live with someone who's a resident relative. Their insurance follows you as well. And now you need to know, because a lot of clients say, look, I don't want to raise my rates if I put a claim in on my uninsured, underinsured. There's an insurance regulation that specifically says if it's not your fault, you put in a claim for property damage, medical payments, uninsured, underinsured. The insurance company can't raise your rates, can't put a frowny face next to your name, nothing.
So the insurance rates, will they go up?
They will not go up.
They will not go up, okay.
Now let's talk about this one other case. 2018, Colorado Supreme Court comes out and they rule this Fisher v. State Farm. And essentially what they say in uninsured, underinsured claims, and let's put up an EOB here. It says if you have undisputed medical bills, what happens is your uninsured, underinsured has to pay you for it. Now, remember the original scenario where someone ran into you, had they have $100,000 of coverage, they make you sign a release to get the $100,000. Fisher v. State Farm says your insurance company has to love you and like you. So, for example, right here, here's an EOB, explanation of benefits from Swedish Hospital. There was $29,000 paid. So if you're uninsured, underinsured, and you send this to them, they have to write you a check for this $29,000 because it's undisputed medical bills. It's super complicated. And now subrogation, right? What you have to pay back to your health insurance, you might have to pay back the $8,500, but on this one alone, you get $29,000, you might have to pay back your health insurance $85,000. I know it's a lot of information, but just remember, your insurance, you pay your premiums to, right? So they got to be nice to you.
Yep.
And there's this principle in law that says every contract has a duty of good faith and fair dealing. So you have a contract with your insurance company, they have a duty of good faith and fair dealing, which means as you send them undisputed medical bills, you don't have to sign a release. You just continually get paid up to the full policy limits. Complicated, right?
But helpful, useful information.
Yeah, that's right. This 2018 case, unbelievable. Fisher v. State Farm. Just look it up.
Every Friday you come and you teach us so much. Thank you. We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you being here. All right, well, to reach Harding & Associates directly, just give them a call, 303-762-9500. You can get a free consultation anytime, and you can find Phil online at hlaw.com. Thanks again to Phil for sponsoring this segment.